Hello everyone and welcome back to Highsmith Guns. Welcome back to the channel. Dustin and Dennis coming at you with another video here. I'm gonna be doing about, let me think here, somewhere between 4 to 6 firearms, all of them chambered in 22 long rifle. The first firearm is a single action revolver. What I mean by that is, in order to shoot this, you have to pull the hammer back to shoot it. It's the Ruger Wrangler. This is not in my personal arsenal. Most of the firearms I'm going to be shooting today are in part of the rental program here at Highsmith Guns. I came in, told them I wanted to do some 22 firearms, and that's what they gave me, 2 of them to start. And I'll be exchanging those out as this video goes on. As I said, you have to cock the hammer back in order to shoot this because it's single action. It's only 6 shots. That was 6 shots. Normally, I would cock the hammer back and dry fire, but given that this isn't one of my personal firearms, I'm not going to do that. I'm having a difficult time getting the brass out, so I'm going to have to pause this and do that. So it turns out, I just didn't have the chamber in the right spot. When you unload this, you got to put the chamber in the right spot. Take this little piece right here, little itty bitty piece hanging down here, push it back, and that happens. See if I can get it at the right angle so you can tell. There. And that's that. Now, I don't want this video to be an hour long, but I do have quite a few firearms I want to get to in this video, so that's going to be all for the Ruger Wrangler. I'll see everyone very soon with the Ruger SP101. Ruger SP101 is loaded. It's 8 shots. Now, I have seen 2 different Ruger SP101s. The first one I ever saw was chambered in .357 Magnum, I believe, and it was a 6-shot. I believe it was a 6-shot revolver. This one, though, is chambered in .22 long rifle, as is all the firearms I'm going to be doing in this video, and it's an 8-shot double-action revolver. What I mean by double action is you can either pull the hammer back and then squeeze the trigger, or just squeeze the trigger and it'll shoot. There are firearms that are double action only. They have an internal hammer. Those your only option is to just squeeze the trigger. That was 8 shots. Pull the cylinder out, push this piece back, and all the empty brass comes out. I have several other firearms to get to in this video, so unfortunately that's going to be all for this one as well. Talk to everyone very soon with another couple firearms. Alright, this next part, I'm going to be shooting the Ruger LCR. This is a snub nose, double action only, as I covered a little bit ago. The double action only revolver has an internal hammer, no external hammer, like that. This is an 8-shot, another 8-shot revolver, and this little button right here. You look right here, open, takes the cylinder, ejects the cylinder. Spin it, put it back in, and here we go. I didn't mean to do that. I dry fired it accidentally. Now you take this piece back here, in front of the cylinder, and get all the empty brass out. And unfortunately, like I said, I have several more firearms to get through in this video. At least after these two that I currently have right now, I'm going to have at least 2 to 3 more to get to. So that's going to be all with that revolver, but it's a double action only, which is why I wanted to show you guys that one. Be right back. This next firearm is the Taurus TX 22. Now it has, it's a semi-automatic pistol. Pull that back, pull the rack to slide. Slide release is right here. The mag release is right here. It doesn't have anything in it right now because I'm showing it to you. Slide release down. Safety's right here. Now this holds, I loaded it, it holds 17 rounds if you put one in the chamber, which is exactly what I'm going to do with it. First, do that. Put one in the magazine. This is the magazine for it. 17 rounds of 22. Let's do it. It's not one to cooperate right now. Keeps taking. That's what it keeps doing. Instead of going all the way into the chamber, it's doing that. Well, that's not good. I won't be able to show you guys as much with this one. Now, sometimes, as I've said in the beginning, all but one of the firearms I'm doing in this video are from the rental program here at Highsmith Guns, which means, in reality, some of them might need cleaned, and that's it. It's not a big deal. They just, they get shot, and some of them just need to be cleaned. I had an issue one time where I had a Glock that I'm going to be shooting here in a little bit that it malfunctioned, but it just needed to be cleaned. They're part of the rental program. As such, they don't get cleaned as much as they might need to. No big deal. Obviously, it shot 2 rounds before it did that. But I will see you guys very soon with another couple firearms. Before I continue, I want to sincerely apologize for the Taurus. Like I said, I told the guy, if you come here and you have issues like that with a rental firearm, then it's common courtesy to tell the people working at the rental counter. And I told the gentleman working at the rental counter about what happened. He's like, okay, thanks for letting me know. And they have gunsmiths that work here, and he's gonna give it to one of them. They're gonna do with it what they need to do. The next firearm, though, is, without further ado, is the Ruger Mark III. It's also a semi-automatic pistol. The rest of the firearms I'm going to be doing in this video are going to be all semi-automatic pistols. But this first one of those is the Ruger Mark III. This is what it is. Right now the slide's out. Or slide's back, sorry. This little button right here is the slide release. That button is the safety. And this little button right here is the mag release. Right now the magazine is loaded, but there's not a round in the chamber yet. 10 round magazine right here, single stack. Now when you load this little button right, this little switch or button, whatever you want to call it, you gotta push that down. It makes it a lot easier to load this magazine. Safety off, and here we go. Anytime you shoot a semi-automatic pistol, the slide is supposed to stay back after the last round is fired. This one did not, but again, this was from the rental program, so I'm going to let the guy know, and most likely, as some of them do, some of them don't. They're a part of the rental program. It probably just needs to be cleaned, but it shot all the rounds just fine. Check the chamber to make sure there was nothing in it, nothing in the magazine. That way I don't have to dry fire it, because if it was my own personal firearm, which I'll be doing that here in a little bit, then I would not have a problem dry firing it to make sure it was empty. But that's another reason why I count my rounds as I'm shooting. But this is part of the rental program. It's not my personal firearm, so I didn't feel right dry fired it. See you soon. The next firearm is the Ruger. Sorry, I've shot so many Rugers in this video so far, and I still have one more to go. It's a Glock 44, chambered at 22, obviously, like all the other ones. Right now the slide's back because I'm going to show you a few things with it. This does not have a traditional safety. What I mean by that is, if you look at the side of it, to get the right angle, there we go. This is the slide release. No safety. It's a Glock. And this is the mag, this little button right here is the mag release. It also has a 10 round magazine. This is that. So it holds 11 if you put one in the chamber, which I am going to do, which I just did. Another one in the magazine, 11 rounds. Let's get to it. See, the slide stayed back. Seeing as how, yes, I realize I've only done one magazine or one cylinder worth with every firearm, but seeing as how I've gone through at least 6 firearms now, I believe, and I still have another one to go. I don't want this video to be too long, so that's why I'm only doing one magazine worth or one cylinder worth. All these firearms are in the rental program that I've done so far, and you only get one magazine or one cylinder with them. And yes, I could reload everything, but again, I don't want this video to be real long. Without further ado, that's going to do it for the Glock 44. I will see everyone very soon with my own personal firearm. Last firearm I'll be doing for this video is the Ruger Mark IV 2245 Lite. It's my own personal firearm, as I said. It's a semi-automatic 11 round pistol. Because it has a 10 round magazine like what you see here. Now if you're loading this, I'll show you that here in a minute. But before I do, the right angle here, slide release, safety, and mag release right here. Slide back, because I'm going to put one in the chamber. when you're loading this, there's a little switch right here, switch button, whatever you want to call it. It helps when if you push that down to load it. It's a lot easier. Without further ado, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I have done it in multiple parts. I've stopped and also paused the video over the course of making it. So honestly, I think that's going to do it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That was Dustin Innocent, and hopefully this might be one of those weeks that I come here twice to do some content with my crossbow. But until then, thank you for watching. Talk to everyone very soon. Stay safe.